Can you hear me?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, okay. Monica? I
Yep.
couldn't hear you at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm doing too many things at once. I wanted to say
Okay.
congratulations, councilperson. Now I don't have to say councilperson elect.
Thank you. Thank you. It's official.
So who swore you in?
What?
Swore you in?
Me at my computer.
Oh, you guys didn't even meet just to do it in the chamber at all?
No. And we all four said it at the same time. It's like, this is kind of anticlimactic.
What you need to do is say, we need to do this next year and do it right.
They said we'll try to do something later.
Yeah. So,
I've got my hat. Look, I've got my tree. It changes color.
I love it. I love it. I got my Joe Biden mask. So I have my Biden-Harris mask. I'm tempted to wear it next Tuesday at the board meeting. You know, tempted means I'm going to, just because I can't stand those people. Not to be, I know you guys live in Vacaville. I understand. But I'm tired of them coming to the board meeting.
It's crazy.
Yes.
I got mine too, but it's a little, I need to adjust it or something.
No, it looks good. It looks good.
I mean, no, my Biden-Harris mask too. I got one too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have my button. Where is it? That talks about science.
Oh.
It's somewhere. Oh, well, I did something to it. I put it somewhere safe. So, you know, that means it'll take me a year to find it.
So Tom, are people signing in somehow through you, or do I need to be taking attendance here?
Yeah, well, hold on.
I thought there was a way we did before with attendance.
Yeah. I'll launch the poll in like 3 minutes, okay, for the sign-in.
Uh-oh. I saw you guys talking and talking. I was like, how come I can't hear anybody? My computer was on mute. I was like, this is not good to start off with can't hear anybody.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes,
we can hear
you, Jerry.
Okay, good.
All the
Was
way
that
from
Jerry talking?
Yep.
In another day or two, I'll actually send you that email I owe you. It's
Okay.
Yesterday's board meeting lasted a little bit longer than I thought. And the city council
Okay.
meeting in Vallejo last night took a long time for me to get on to talk about everything that's going down in Vallejo when constituents
Okay.
are calling me with those sideshows.
And Monica, you're kind of fuzzy.
No, I deliberately look this way. It takes talent.
Oh, it doesn't take talent. She puts Vaseline on the camera lens.
I was gonna say that's just you know how they soften those looks of these old what you call it, the actresses that they want to play somebody young and they put the little filter on them.
Yeah, they do.
You guys, you got all my secrets. There's like nothing left now, man.
They do soft focus so you can't even tell they have eyes.
Right.
All you see is these pinholes. Shouldn't be that. That's so rude. How rude of me. Anyway, look at my shirt though. I got one of these from the Biden campaign. I paid more income taxes than Donald Trump.
I've seen those too. Yeah, there's so many. I've got my inauguration shirt because I'm not working on January 20th. I'm going to be at my TV, and they better not show numbnut and what he's doing in Florida, because that is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's day. And I feel giddy that we're actually going to be safe soon.
True.
Soon, but not soon enough, considering that our health person here in Solano County.
Who's a wackadoodle? Can't y'all get rid of him, Monica?
He is not my employee. The only employee I have, like school board, is the superintendent. So for me, it's the CAO. And I hear all the time, feel free to keep sending me emails. I'll keep forwarding them on, but
Then how do we get rid of this CAO?
Right.
her contract expires in April of 2022.
That's too
Because,
long.
I mean,
They'll have us all dead by then.
Yeah, like like I said in my public comments at the board meeting yesterday, we have the highest positivity rate in the Bay Area. And
But
we're
we're
like
not
the
lockdown.
yeah, but we're the fifth, and I think we're like the fifth or sixth highest in the state.
Well, let me share a story with you from yesterday, Tom. So I get to work early because that's still a teacher in me. So I'm there, I'm talking with staff. And Jim Spearing comes in early, which tells me he did not read his agenda to know the meeting started at 9 and not 8:30. So he showed up at 8:29. He told me he just flew in from Missouri. Hold on, wait for it. And the deputy sheriff and I, we were chit-chatting and we were talking about Thanksgiving. He goes, "Oh, I don't worry about the virus. We had everybody over at my house." And if you watch the video, you will notice that his mask is always below his nose. That's what I am dealing with at the board. And he's not the only one who acts that way.
Yeah, I posted about the crazy comments that happened in that public comment thing. What is it?
Yep. And I appreciate it, Tom. That was
Yeah.
nice of you guys.
And
Yeah.
and I mean, I was worried for y'all's safety because there's some people that's crazy. Someone was like, and that supervisor from District 5, I was like, wait a minute, Skip was on call. And then Aaron chimed in and said that it was Spare, and I was like, figures. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm gonna launch the poll, or wait, I'm gonna let Margie tell me to launch the poll for sign in.
Okay, let's launch the poll and we'll call the meeting to order.
Okay.
So welcome, everybody. December meeting of Solano County Central Committee, Democratic Central Committee. And happy holidays to everybody. Let's sign in. And I want to say congratulations on the election. Everybody did a really good job, and we had quite a few wins, and I'm proud of all of our candidates and all of you for working so hard to help them win. And even the ones that didn't win ran really great races. And of course, it's very, very good news that we got Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris from California will be the vice president. So we have a lot to be happy about. Yeah. We can move to the Pledge of Allegiance.
Hold on, I'm trying to
Start
sign
the
in.
meeting.
Hold on, I'm trying to sign in to the meeting as Stonewall so I can sign in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just give me
Yeah.
just
Thank you,
one
thank
minute.
you, Jana.
Oh, nice, nice, Jana. So we're, I'll give Thomas a minute. I have a flag too.
Oh, wait till you see my flag. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
All right, gonna end the poll now. So we had 27. All right, and here we go. Where is it? Where is share screen?
We have a nice flag to put up. Okay. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the
To the
republic
republic for which it stands,
and
one nation,
under God, indivisible,
With
liberty and justice for all.
someday.
someday. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. That was
Mm.
great. So next on the agenda is to approve the agenda for this evening.
Supervisor Monica Brown moves the approval of the agenda as printed.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the agenda. Here's our poll. Everybody get a chance to vote?
Should I end the poll, Madam Chair?
So next we'll approve the minutes from October 28th. There's our poll. We've approved the agenda. And we'll move to the minutes.
Approval of the minutes from the November meeting.
Second.
From October, because this is sort of our November meeting. This is a combination November, December meeting.
October meeting.
So it's the October 28th.
We have a motion and a second, right?
Second.
Who was a second?
Kevin.
Okay.
So it's been moved and seconded. Thank you. So we'll move to the reports. The executive board. This is our in lieu of a holiday party meeting. And we decided to donate to the food bank, which is something that we do every year. Make a donation at our Christmas party. People bring cans and gloves and so forth. And this time we are donating on Act Blue. And if you go to our website, you can find the link. Thank you.
Margie,
Yes.
sorry, just point of information, one correction, is it's actually not going on Act Blue, it's actually going directly to the food bank. We're just pushing out the request for people to donate. So we're not touching any of the money at all.
Oh, excuse me. It usually is Act Blue. That's my mistake. I knew that, but we are giving to the food bank, and it goes directly from us. It's not going through our treasury or any roundabout way. It goes directly to the food bank. So I'd like to encourage everyone to participate in our holiday giving. So if you haven't already, I know a number of people have. Here's how you do it.
Madam Chair, Jeanette Wiley has her hand up.
Yes, Jeanette,
I don't know, am I on mute or not? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to I should have said this earlier, but I actually attached 2 minutes because I attached the minutes from the October 22nd special meeting that we had as well. So they were both attached, and we have just approved the 28th. So I would say we should just have a motion to approve the 22nd minutes as well, or I can just send them in January.
I move the approval of the 22nd minutes also.
Second.
Special meeting, correct?
Yes.
The special meeting on October 22nd.
And I second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Do we have a poll for that one?
Yes, I saw that Jeanette attached it, so I thought there might be something coming up with it. So let me just do this.
get the results. So,
Still a couple of people voting. Okay, gonna end the poll now. If you have not voted, please vote. I think, there we go. I think that's it.
okay. So moving on, we have officers' reports that are written reports. Chair's report, just as I've said before, and I hope everyone is helping. I think everyone realizes how important it is to get the two senators elected in Georgia. So there are phone banks and postcard writing and anything we can do to help with getting John Ossoff and Reverend Warner elected in Georgia. All other reports are written, and we'll move to committee reports. And Lynette Henley has bylaws reports.
Good evening, everyone. Happy holidays. On behalf of the Bylaws Committee, I move the approval of the Jewish Democratic Club of Solano County, and I'd like to speak to my motion. And that's done on behalf of the committee, so it does not require a second. Do I have the floor, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So the Jewish Democratic Club of Solano County initially submitted their paperwork in early October, and reviewing it because in September, we indicated that the Bylaws Committee would not meet until November. So they had an opportunity to correct some of the things that were missing from their initial submission. They did supply us, the Bylaws Committee, with all the corrections that were needed. And I really wanted to give them the opportunity to correct the things that were missing, such as addresses, what a quorum was, who was at their meetings, because it wasn't in their minutes. So they corrected all that information, because if we had met on the initial submission, they would have had to wait 52 days because we would not have been able to approve them. So I'm happy to announce that we, with all the corrections that they made, they have met all of the requirements of our bylaws. And so the committee is happy to recommend that we are asking for an aye vote on the Jewish Democratic Club of Solano County. And if this motion passes, we would further ask that whoever their representative is to the Central Committee be sworn in so that they can be a part of the election process this evening. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Lynette. So we can vote on approving the charter.
Yes.
So
Well, you can ask for questions.
are there questions on that?
No, I think.
Okay. Do we have a poll for that? Here it is.
Excuse me, but there is a message in the chat that Kathy Carriage lost her internet coverage and is wanting to try to get in to the meeting.
How did she send the message?
It's in the chat. If you check the
I
chat.
know. If she sent the message, then she's in the meeting.
Oh, okay. Well, then I take it back because she said she had had lost it twice and then tried
Well,
to.
it's fading, it's sporadic.
Okay, so Kathy,
Okay.
turn off
I
Kathy, turn off your video and incoming video.
Incoming video also, okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
I tried calling in and it won't let me call in. I have voted on this, though.
Okay, yeah, because that's really what you need to see. You don't need to see our faces, although I have a beautiful face, but you don't need to see it.
Tom, it's showing on my end where I can see everybody that's voting, and I didn't get a poll.
Oh, that's because I made you a co-host. Sorry.
Oh,
Do you vote yay or nay or,
yeah, yeah,
wait,
yes.
let me, if I unmake you a co-host.
Okay. Just for this, I want to vote.
Okay, did you get it?
No, it's still showing me what you see.
Then I'm sorry, I don't think because I can't end the polling.
Yeah, I
Or-
don't want to have everybody vote again. So it's yes for me. So
Okay. All right, sorry.
it's okay. I just didn't know what was
Go
going
on.
on. I got scared.
I just was on auto. Okay, so is everyone voted? Okay. The club is chartered. Okay.
Okay, so Madam Chair, now that they are a chartered club, we are asking that whoever their representative also be sworn in before we do any other business tonight.
Okay. Have you selected an officer?
I'm connecting to audio. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Echo.
Okay, yeah. My name is Matthew Finkelstein, and I am the president of the Jewish Democratic Club of Solano County. I am the selected representative for the club.
Okay. So repeat after me. So I state your
I,
name.
Matthew
I,
Finkelstein,
Matthew Finkelstein, do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the state of California
and the Constitution and laws of the state of California
and all local ordinances,
and all local ordinances,
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform and discharge the duties of the office
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform and discharge the duties of the office
of Solano County Democratic Central Committee
of Solano County Democratic Central Committee
according to the law and to the best of my ability.
according to the law and to the best of my ability.
All right, thank you. You're now a member of the Central Committee. And you can vote.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. And Lynette, did you have any, weren't there some other bylaws that we were voting on tonight?
Yes. No, that was the only bylaw
That was the only,
that we basically met for. We only had about an hour to go over the materials, and it was quite extensive because they had several submissions. So we will be meeting again in January, and that will also give the Code of Conduct Committee an opportunity to meet. We had recommendations coming from the endorsement committee, and then there were several other areas that we wanted to update in the bylaws. So we didn't want to rush it because we only really had about an hour to look at it, and this was the most pressing. But the rest we'll be meeting again in January, and we have not selected a date yet, I don't think. And we'll get back with you on that. Okay.
okay, thank you. So we can go to the election of the California Democratic Party delegates. And people have, members of the committee, elected members have submitted their names if they're interested in being a delegate to the California State Party. And well, Thomas prepared a list, but since there's fewer than 17, it looks like everyone who asked to join is going to be a member.
So Madam
Point of
Chair,
order.
to call for any additional regular elected members to see if someone didn't submit their name of the 35 of us that would still like to submit their name to see where we are. So if you could, you might want to show us who's on, and those people that think they already are on, make sure they're on. And then if there are additional people that are interested that are elected.
All right, I'll have the secretary read off the names of the members who've requested to run for office.
All right, this is the names that I submitted that had contacted me. Tiffany Jones, Paula Bauer, Bridget Hunley, Bonnie Hamilton, Vernil Brumfield, Karen Sims, Michelle Pellegrin, Kelly Welsh, Margie Olson, Jeanette Wiley. Those were under the female names. And then the other than female category, I had Kevin McNamara, Morgan Hannigan, Steve Young, Steve Quinlan, Corey Penrose, and Monica Brown. If you send me an email and I didn't get your name, speak up now. Or if there's someone else who wants their name added, speak up now.
Yes, Matthew Finkelstein, speaking on behalf of the Jewish Democratic Club of Solano County. I was wondering, since all the men's positions aren't filled, would it be possible for me to get in there, or is there some rule preventing me from doing that?
You have to be an elected member. That means in a general election. So all the members that are eligible ran for office, on the ballot, on the primary ballot in March. So no. But if you're interested in going, you can run as an ADAM, or when the time comes, you might be able to go as a proxy for one of the people that is a delegate.
So Danny Espinoza is an elected member, and he is saying that he would like to add his name.
Yeah, if that's possible, I would like
Yes,
to.
it is, because that's why we're taking names from the floor, and
Then
you are
yeah.
an elected member. So yes, you may do that.
Okay, yeah, then that's what I'm doing.
So is that 16 names?
That is 17 names.
17, it's 17 exactly. Okay, and that's our allotment.
Okay, is my mic off? Okay,
Come on.
all right, so you want to call again to see if there are any additional names, and if not, we'll close nominations, and then I have a motion.
Are there any additional names? If not, we'll close nomination.
Can I ask a clarifying question real quick? Sorry. Is this regarding ADAM, I guess, like delegate positions?
This is positions from Central Committee members.
Mhm.
ADAMS is a separate.
Okay, so this is specifically for the Central Committee delegates. Okay, correct. Thank you.
And whoever that is, can you change your name? Because you're showing my name, which completely confused me.
That's absurd. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I got the link from
Where?
you. So
Yeah, that's Logan Legg. I can tell by the.
I know who he is. I just want to make sure
Yeah,
you change his name.
Right. So,
For the record, he should identify himself.
yeah, so just one thing, do not send the link that you get from the system, because that's your link. They need to register just like everyone else. It's free of charge. They can register. Just send them the link to register. Just the FYI.
Okay, so Lynette,
I move that we cast one unanimous ballot for the 17 delegates for the Central Committee representatives to the convention.
Jeanette's
make
hand
that-
is up to be recognized as well by the chair.
I'm sorry,
Jeanette.
who?
Jeanette.
Yes, Lynette. Jeanette.
I just wanted to let people know that, there were several alternates that said they were interested, and I had 5 names listed there. Just last time I was, a delegate, and at the last moment, something came in, and I was looking for a proxy. And so it was just hard to find someone. So if you are an alternate and did not get to even throw your name in, because we had our 17 spots filled, I will let people know, because sometimes we do need proxies, and you would be able to go in that person's place but we have to do that all ahead of time and have it all taken care of with the paperwork. So, because there is a likelihood that one of the 17 or two of the 17 won't be able to make it when the time comes.
I just want to second the motion.
Thank you, Bridget.
Mhm.
Madam Chair, once we finish this motion, I would ask that the delegates, the alternates that wanted to run for Central Committee, that we run a poll with their names, vote on them, and then they will be our alternates for the 17 initially, because you have to submit both the regular delegates and the alternates when you submit names to the state party. And that way they'll be officially elected as alternates.
So can
You
I've
first.
had my hand raised for a little bit. I need to just say something. So can I make an amendment to your motion, Lynette, that we vote on the female and the other than female, because that's the way I got the poll set up right now for a blanket.
We can divide the question, that's fine.
And then I've already got a poll set up for the alternates that submitted.
Okay, so that's a second motion that we'll need, but we can divide my motion, which is to elect one ballot, but we'll do it separately.
Yeah, and it's one poll, but it's two things.
Fine.
And then who was your second?
Bridget.
Do you accept the amendment?
Yes, I do. I accept that.
Okay.
Thank you. But there's a question. I'm sorry. There's a question. Danny Espinosa has his hand up as well in the chat.
Danny?
Sorry, that was for earlier for the my initial question.
All right, thank you. Please put your hands down so we don't get confused.
Okay.
Okay. So we're ready to vote.
Oh, sorry. So there's two things that you're voting on. Okay, has everyone voted? Yep. Ending the poll now. And there you go. Delegates have been done.
Okay, thank you. And Lynette, you had another motion?
So the alternates who suggested.
You're muted.
So my motion is to vote individually on the alternates that have submitted their name. I think Jeanette said there were 5 of them, so that we have a rank order of who would be first, second, third alternate.
Don Lowry, second.
That
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we have the 5
well, make sure everybody
Alternate.
that's an alternate has,
submitted their name. Is there any further nominations for?
So here's who I have. I have Kathy Carriage, Andrew Hunley, Dorothy Steele, Nancy Petrosky, and so was there someone else I'm missing?
Ian Arnold.
Ian?
Yeah.
Don Lowry, did you have was your hand up as an alternate?
My understanding of the rules, I don't count as an alternate. I'm a club rep.
Oh, I thought you were somebody's rep, alternate, sorry.
And we have 2 hands up when it's appropriate.
Well, I think it's appropriate questions.
Monica Brown, your hands up.
Yes, so what if I don't want to pick any of those alternates and I can't go? My understanding is my proxy should be able to go to whom I choose.
That's the way we've done it in the past, but maybe there's some new rule that.
I would just like to say you have to submit alternates to the state party. And then if one of your, you can select your own proxy. They don't have to come, but they're recommended from your central committee. But say that one of our electeds choose no longer to serve as a representative for the central committee, then one of the alternates then moves up to their place. It's very similar.
Well, I just remember I've been proxies for other folks and all I'm saying is that I'm not comfortable 99% of the time, unless I'm dead, I'm going to be attending. So that's not the issue. The issue is I'm just not happy with the decision being made by other people for who I want to represent my district. And
Monica, did you hear what I said? We have to submit 2 names.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine, as long as I understand and everybody else understands that we're not really necessarily beholden to that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Michelle Pilgrim.
That was kind of my question, but further, how many votes do we have on this? Or just 1 vote, is that it? You pick one person? Or what, 2, or how does it work?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Lynette, if we have 5 people and you're asking us to rank them.
Well, I don't think the poll will set it to be able to rank, to vote for more than one person. So it'll just be 1 vote. Am I correct, Tom?
It can do more than 1, but we can say, so I'm sorry, I'm not fuzzy on this. So sorry. You said we need to submit 2 alternates?
Yes.
So then we can set it to where you can vote for more than 1, but we need to have people only vote for 2. Because it's either you vote for 1 or you can check however many you want.
Okay.
But I mean, I can do it that way. Otherwise, it's just 1 and we go by the top vote getters.
Okay, Don Lowry.
Yeah, I was just going to emphasize again, and in case Monica wasn't clear, that there's a difference between proxies and replacement delegates. That the alternates are if one of our delegates resigns, either as a member of the Central Committee or as a delegate, and the seat needs to be filled for the remainder of the term, as opposed to just going for a convention without giving up your seat as a delegate.
Thank you for the clarification.
Okay. Yeah, that is helpful.
Jeanette Wiley.
That's what I was going to say as well. So Don mentioned that. The other part I was going to say was, if we're voting for 2, should we say vote for 1 female and 1 other than a female because we're making 2 lists, or do we need to make that distinction?
You don't have to make that distinction.
Okay, so just say vote for 2, and then when it comes down to the count, the top 2 vote getters will be our 2 alternates.
That would be correct.
Okay.
Madam Chair, Jenna Medina has her hand up. in this room.
Jana?
Hi, quick question. A lot of those alternates, I have no clue who they are, and I don't feel comfortable voting for somebody I have no idea. Is there a chance for them to say a few words before we vote?
Yeah.
Chairperson.
Are they all here?
Ian is not, he's having trouble logging in. He's got some issue with his phone.
I don't think, is Andrew on or not?
No, he's working on an IEP right now.
Okay.
So we usually don't do speeches, Jana. We just vote.
Okay, yeah, you did just
So
because. I
vote for
didn't-
the two people you do know, I guess.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you for the clarification.
All right. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sorry, hold on, wait, we're not ready. Sorry. Oh, dadgummit. Cancel that.
So while we're getting ready, after this, we need to elect 2 members to the E-Board, and the E-Board is for the state party, and they meet 3 times a year. So it's a bigger commitment. So you'll be putting yourself forward if you would like to be considered for the E-Board.
Madam Chair, I'm ready. I chose
Okay,
the.
we'll do this.
Okay.
And Madam Chair, hold on really quick, Madam Chair, there are 2 hands that popped up. Paula Bauer's hand and also Monica Brown. I think they have a question regarding something that is said.
Paula?
Paula, you have to unmute your mic.
Oops, I'm sorry. No, I just wanted to nominate myself for the E-Board. I thought we had moved on to that while we were waiting for Tom's poll.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll do that later, but okay. Monica, was that the same thing?
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I did my.
Okay, so, well, thank you. Now we have 2 people who are interested. So let's do the poll for the alternates.
Oh, that's difficult. No, maybe not. Has everyone voted? Okay, can end the poll. Okay, so can you see that? Yeah, you can. So it is Ian Arnold and Kathy Carriage.
Okay. Congratulations. Okay, and then moving on to the E-Board. We have two members who've stepped forward and would like to be considered, Paula Bauer and Monica Brown. Is there
I will
anyone
also
else?
self-nominate.
Bridget Hunley.
Can I make a nomination? I'd like to nominate Jeannie White, if she'll accept.
Jeannie would be good, but she isn't she didn't run to be a delegate. So it has to be someone who's a delegate.
Oh,
Yes.
Monica has her hand up. Sorry. I didn't see
yeah,
that.
Monica,
Lynette.
yeah.
Monica?
And then Lynette.
Yeah, yes, when I'm running, but I'm running as I did for this, which is other than female. I just want to make sure that everybody's aware of that.
Okay.
So,
So yeah.
Madam Chair.
Yes,
So,
Con.
Lynette was up.
Yeah, Lynette's hand up, and my question is actually for Lynette and you. So do we have one for male e-board and one for other than female board? One for each, a question for each. Lynette, you're talking, but you're on mute. Lynette, you're muted.
All right, two things. One, can you put the list up so we know who was elected? So, and then two, the election for ADEMS this year, which is what we should be mirroring, it will be the two top vote getters regardless. So you might have two other than female. You may have two female. The two top vote getters will be the representatives.
So all in one then.
All in one.
Okay.
Okay.
And the third one will be the alternate in this case for the e-board.
That is correct.
That's correct. Okay, so are we ready to vote?
So people are nominating themselves in chat. They need to speak it. So it's on the recording, because the chat is not on the recording. So Danny, if you would.
Yeah, hi, I was just gonna nominate myself if that's possible.
That's possible.
And I'd like to, is Kevin a regular person? Was he one of the person? Okay, so I nominate.
Regular
Not
person.
that you're ever regular, Kevin. Don't want that to be misconstrued, but I would like to nominate Kevin McNamara too.
All right, I'll accept.
Thank you.
All right, any others?
I just have a question. My hand's up.
Uh-huh.
Which is, since this process is new to me, so I wasn't really clear on what Lynette said and what you said, Margie. Like, these two people are going to be the e-board representatives, right? For the state.
For the state.
Right. But there was something else that was said that I didn't.
They have more meetings than the rate, so the rest of us will go to the convention, one meeting a year, and the e-board meets more frequently.
But Lynette had said something about the ADEMS in the last comment. Lynette, you said something about.
I can clear that up. I said we should be mirroring what the ADEM elections will look at like. So with the ADEM elections, when we vote for the candidates for ADEMS this year, after they will take the top two vote getters from each assembly district, and those will be the representatives to the executive board.
Oh, I see. Okay.
In the past, we would do one ballot, then a second ballot for those people that were interested in running for executive board.
Okay, so
Did that clear that up?
Yeah, each group gets two reps to the e-board. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So are we ready to vote? We have Paula Bauer, Monica Brown, Bridget Hunley, Danny Esposito, and Kevin McNamara.
We vote for one or two?
We vote for two.
Yeah.
I got it right, Danny.
Don't we need to vote for three since the third place person is the alternate?
I think the third place.
You're muted, Lynette.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Lynette?
Usually I'm not. You vote for two and it'll shake out. Whoever the third person is the next person.
The highest votes.
Third highest vote getter. When everybody votes for two.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair. There's still 3 hands up in the chat. Are we, see Michelle Pellegrin, Danny? Okay, thank you.
So no more questions.
So is there anyone else? Okay. Oh, hold on. Damn it. All right, so you vote for two. Coming up on a minute. Has everyone voted? Okay, a minute has passed. I'm going to close the poll. Has everyone voted? If not, scream out. Okay, no one's screaming, ending the poll. Okay, so, oh, share. So it's Paula and Monica, and then Danny Espinoza is the alternate.
Okay, congratulations.
Okay.
So we've done our elections. So moving on, announcements. Does anyone have an announcement? Oh, I forgot something, sorry. Election results. I was going to have Thomas review the November election. And
You know,
Bonnie had something to say too,
prepared.
so.
Yeah, I'm not prepared for that, but I think Bonnie Hamilton has something she would like to say. I think we all know who won and stuff, but it was a banner day for Democrats. We had a very high turnout, not as high as we would have liked, but it was higher than in the past. So everyone who got out to vote, good deal, and whoever like was sharing stuff all over the place, good deal. And so I'll send out a report that details everything. And right now I would like to yield some time for my report on that to Bonnie Hamilton to speak about her race, because that is a race that is very tight. I'm trying not to sound like Trump. And she's got some news for us.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. You know, this election cycle has been quite the adventure, to say the least, including my race for Solano Board of Education. The early mail-in ballots were in my favor, and after the day of votes, that margin narrowed, and I was actually tied with my opponent for 48 hours. Then I was ahead by 2 votes. And it was confusing all along, since the area I'm running in actually encompasses 1 precinct in Napa County, where I maintained a healthy lead out of the 129 votes cast there. So looking at only the Solano numbers, it looked like I was mostly behind, when in fact I wasn't. When all the ballots were finally counted and reported on November 25th, I came up 3 votes short. 3 votes out of 31,000 votes cast in my race. That is less than a 0.01% difference. And it's been quite a roller coaster, to say the least, over the last month. So today, I filed for a recount based on that narrow margin. And some of my supporters are sponsoring part of the cost to do the recount. And to do a full recount, it's pretty pricey. In California, there are no automatic recounts, no matter how narrow the margin. So if the recount changes the outcome, then I'm refunded for any money that I've paid. But in order to certify the election, even if I'm ahead with a recount, I have to do a full recount. But I can stop the recount at any time if, say, I do, 3 or 4 days and it doesn't look like it's going in my direction, then I can always stop, if it looks like everything's pretty, right on. But most states that do an automatic recount, they do anywhere from 1% of a margin to 0.1% of a margin. And mine was 0.01%. So it's a really tight race. Anyway, I am looking for folks who might be willing to observe the recount. If you're interested in learning civics, a little bit more civics about how that's all done, that process. Also, after next week, if we do proceed and go further, I might be asking folks if they would support the cost of the recount. But again, only if it looks like it's going in the right direction, and with the knowledge that that money would be refunded if I were to prevail. But anyway, it's been quite a ride. My opponent, her husband, is a Republican, campaign consultant, and it's been really a very interesting experience. And I would love to get off this roller coaster, but I believe in going towards danger, basically, and that's kind of where we are. I'm not going to, walk away from the challenge. But anyway, thank you so much for your time and all your past support. But again, keep in mind that I may be reaching out to folks as we go along. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll be watching for more information.
I'm gonna claim back some of my time real quick. So I did post Bonnie's webpage in the chat. So if you want to proactively support her recount, you can do it there, right, Bonnie? There you go. Now I'm done.
Probably it's best to email me, or I'll put my cell and my email in the chat. My email is just the same, drbonniehamilton@gmail.com. But I'll put that information in the chat. You can text me or you can email me. But so thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Bonnie. So now, are there any announcements?
Madam Chair, there were a couple hands that popped up in the chat. The first was Matthew Fickelstein, Monica Brown, and then Don Lowry. I don't know if those are announcements or not. And then Tom.
Okay.
And Jenna in the screen, and Jeannie in the screen.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to remember that list.
Go
Go ahead and call one by one, please.
Okay, so Matthew was first.
Matthew.
I'm sorry. I know I appreciate you guys swearing me in, but is there room by chance to swear in an alternate, or should that wait for another day?
Well, we actually could do that.
Who's the alternate? Is the alternate present?
Who's
Yeah,
the alternate?
the alternate that our club has selected is Susan George.
Okay.
Okay. So Susan, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so I, Susan George.
I, Susan George.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and the laws of the state of California
and the Constitution and the laws of the state of California
and all local ordinances,
and all local ordinances,
and that I will faithfully, impartially perform
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
and discharge the duties of the office of Solano County Central Committee
and
Delegate
discharge the duties of the Solano County Central Committee
according to the law and to the best of my ability.
according to the law and the best of my ability.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next was Monica Brown.
So I can't be there to help Bonnie, but I plan to give her some money. And here's another reason why we need Bonnie, not because it's Amy and she's anti-public education and whatnot, but her husband has run 2 candidates in 2 different elections against me. And I would love to be able to say there's a trifecta that he can't win anything. So that's personal on my end, which is why I'll be giving you some money, Bonnie. Okay?
Hey.
Next is Don Lowry.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Bonnie if you knew either the per day cost they're charging or the total cost if you do a full recount, because you'll probably have to go to the wire to flip
Yes.
it. 30,000.
Yes, thank you for asking, Dawn. So it is $1,500 a day. And there are 31,000 ballots if we need to do a full recount, if it looks like it's going in my direction, 31,000 ballots. And then there's a $2,200 administrative cost, as well as I paid $500 to Napa today to do their small, they have 170 some ballots, which should be done Friday afternoon. Solano will start Tuesday of next week. I have enough for 4 days of next week. But then if we're going, like I said, if we're going in the right direction, that's when I can reach out. But if we're not making any headway, then we're going to regroup and figure out where we're going to go. But so all total, it's probably around $18,000, with the caveat that that money is refunded if I prevail. So again, thank you again for your interest and everyone who's stepped up and offered support. And you can donate to my campaign still through my website at drbonniehamilton.com. But thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So next we have Tom.
Hi. Okay, so just real quick, I am doing virtual Santa as a fundraiser for Solano Pride. If you look online, you can see it on the Facebook and Insta and all that. But you can also go to Solano Pride /SolanoPride.org/Santa and book me as a Santa. And I'm a pretty good Santa. I've actually had rave reviews because I just got finished with a fundraiser for a scholarship fund as Santa. And you can book me for your kids, your grandkids, your sister's kids, or anything else. And you'll be supporting Solano Pride in the process and going to our general fund. And as you know, in these times, it's fundraising is down because of everything going on with the pandemic. So anything that you can do is a great help, and you can also write it off on your taxes. So there's a good thing. All right, that's it. Thanks.
All right, next is Jana.
Hi, everybody. Just a quick civics lesson that any calls from delegates need to go to campaign phone numbers, not to state or city phone numbers. So do not call public officials about campaign or Democratic Central Committee items. So just a quick reminder.
Thank you. Jeannie is next.
I would like to extend an invitation from the Northern Solano Democratic Club for any club members from all the other clubs that are represented in Solano County on the Central Committee to join us on January 11th during our club's general meeting. We will be hosting Delane Easton, who is going to be challenging Rusty Hicks to be the chairperson for the California Democratic Party. And we're really excited about that. And we would really like to have as many of you come and to listen to her present her own vision for how to lead the Democratic Party in the state of California. If you're interested, please feel free to contact me. I'm going to try to put my my email in the chat. And if you want to come, all you have to do is send your email address, and you will be included in the invite for this meeting. The Rio Vista Democratic Club is already committed to joining us. We'd really love to have all the rest of the clubs come and be a part of that as well. So thank you for your time.
All right, next was Carrie Birdseye. I'm sorry, just real quick before you speak, Carrie. Don Lowry, do you have another question or a comment? Okay. Monica, do you have something else to contribute, or you have another announcement to make? I'll put you back in
I
the
have
queue if you
another
do.
announcement.
Okay, I'll put you back in the queue, thanks. All right, go ahead, Carrie.
Thank you. My alternate for the Progressive Democrats of Benicia is in attendance this evening. I'd like to do a quick introduction, and because she wasn't publicly acknowledged last meeting, and she also wasn't sworn in. So I'm wondering if there's space to swear in my alternate. She is Maggie Koch. She's the co-chair of the Benicia Human Services Board. She's on the board of Sustainable Solano, and she is secretary for the Progressive Dems in Benicia. So wondering if there's time to swear her in, if possible.
You could do that. Is there anyone else who needs to be sworn in? Anybody, any other people need to be sworn in so we can do it at the same time? Okay, so her name?
Maggie Koch.
Maggie, are you here?
I am.
Okay. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hi, Maggie. I, Maggie Cook.
It's Kolk. Hi, Maggie Kolk.
Oh, sorry. Well, say
It's
yeah.
okay.
I say your name, really. Yeah. Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution and the laws of the state of California.
And the laws of the state of California.
And all local ordinances.
And all local ordinances.
And that I will faithfully and impartially perform and discharge the duties.
And that I will patiently and lawfully discharge the duties.
Of the office of Solano County Democratic Central Committee.
Of the office of Solano County Democratic Central Committee.
According to the law and to the best of my ability.
According to the law and to the best of my ability.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Thanks.
New members tonight. All right, any other announcements?
Yes, this is Vernil, but I'm sure Tiffany had a order.
Yes,
she was
I had
calling.
an order. I'm sorry, I had an order, Madam Vice Chair. So Carrie, if you can put your hand down, that'd be great so I can see. The next person was Bridgette Hunley.
Hi, this is Bridgette Hunley calling with an update on the Biden transition team announcement, as well as our virtual headquarters. I just wanted to do a shout out that we are running official through 2020 Victory phone banks. I put it in the chat and I'll have Jeanette send them out. We're running regular phone banks to Georgia, going now through the election. So if you have any time while you're on break or if you're at home, please call with us. We have a great time on Zoom. We're also running organizing meetings, both for the Biden transition team and for the inaugural information. So if you're interested in joining us for one of those, please message me and I'll send you an invite. Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay, thank
you.
you.
Next is going to be Lynette.
Lynette?
Yes, I just wanted to let you know the teachers in Solano County are really supporting Monty's recall. The Vallejo Education Association has donated $1,000 from our PAC in support of her the recount because of all the things Monica said. We need to have a person who supports public education and not charter schools. And so Bonnie is our best hope there. So we're doing that. I know that hopefully CTA will also help contribute to that because that's a key seat for educators in Solano County. That was my update.
All right, Vernil.
I just want to offer an opportunity for those who want to be a part of our fundraiser committee to submit your name and ideas to our email address at the Solano Democratic email address on Gmail. We need to come up with a fundraiser starting in 2021. That's it.
Okay.
And Monica.
So this next comment is with my supervisor hat on. I want to publicly thank Matt, Susan, and Tom, who spoke yesterday in public comments, to our interesting people who at the previous board meeting stood up and said Heil Hitler when we told them that they had to wear masks and shields. They're both veterans, very appalling, but I want to thank the three of them. It was very, very nice. And if you have a chance, the Daily Republic, look at the pictures because one gentleman I think should have been 5150, but hey, I'm not a doctor. Number two, I know Kelly will not like me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Kelly still has some debts left over from her race for the Vacaville School Board. So if you can send some money, maybe not get a couple Starbucks and send her $20 or something so that she doesn't have any lingering debt. Thank you very much. And Kelly, you can hate me later. Bye.
Was there anyone else?
That concludes the announcements that I can see, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Oh, so we want to end it?
I move the adjournment.
Second.
Okay. Moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Oh, you have a poll for it?
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Already. Okay.
Oh, an hour or thereabouts. Okay.
Well, tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. Well, happy holidays, everybody.
Oh.
And from the Jewish Democratic Club of Solano County, I want to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah, which begins tomorrow night. It has been an incredible gift to have this historic club in Solano County. Jewish people have been in Solano County for over 100 years, for a very long time. And this is a tremendous milestone for our entire community. And it's a complete privilege to feel the outpouring of acceptance and the sense of kinship with our community. And I just want to say thank you to everybody and happy Hanukkah. Hag Sameach.
Thank
Happy
you. Stay
Hanukkah. Happy
safe.
holidays, everyone.
Stay
Thank you.
safe and healthy, everyone.
Really?
Big love.
Happy
Mask up,
holidays
wash
and
your
Merry
hands.
Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays.
And Matt, don't
Stay
get too
safe,
crazy.
everyone.
Yes.
Easy nights.
Be safe. Happy Kwanzaa. Wear a mask.
Wear 'em.
Mask. And get
Right.
your
Get
flu
big.
shot.
Happy
holidays.
Kwanzaa.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Happy
I like
Feliz
to grandma get rid of
Navidad.
my reindeer. That's the only redneck kind of thing we can do.
What?
Big love.
Tom,
And
go sit
Jeanette, you're
down.
not such a good girl.
You said I'm a good girl. What?
No, Jeanette.
God.
She's been a good girl. No, she's not been good. She's been naughty. No,
Oh,
Tom, we know you're naughty.
Oh God, Jeanette has 2 hats.
That's better.
It's all a humbug hat too.
yeah.
That
I
is-
don't
Then I have the antler hat too.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
trying to give me a run for the money here.
Yeah,
Yes.
I left my Mrs. Wiley hat in the box. How much
Well-
do you how much do you charge for Santa time, or do you have a?
Yeah, so it's $25 for 15 minutes. There are some questions to answer so that I can come in as Santa, so I know something about the kids. So because I like to make it believable. I guess I'm OCD that way. But then so you can do that, and then if you want it for a party, it's an hour-long gig, and it's $100.
And is it all on Zoom?
Yeah, I'm not doing any in person because I'll die if I get this disease.
Yeah, we
I
don't
thought
want
I was
that.
gonna get to sit
Tom.
on your lap.
The net.
Tiffany Jones, you look gorgeous. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was
but
gonna say, girl, you got dressed.
you're looking so beautiful. All of
thank
you
you.
are, but Tiffany, she's particularly looking
Yeah,
beautiful.
she
tonight.
came in here with that lipstick on. I was like, oh.
And then the off the shoulder thing. I mean, I want to put mine off the shoulder, but
Listen,
how about
I
that?
had to do something. I looked at myself the other day. I said, I look like COVID. Okay. I look like I've been ran through. So I did myself up today for class. Thank you though.
Did your student
Look
say,
good.
who are you? Kind of thing. Or something?
I looked at myself. I said,
Oh,
well, I
yeah.
have COVID hair myself, so
it's a mess. So I'll be
I
happy
lost
when
all my hair due to COVID.
hey, I discovered these headbands, man. They are like so useful.
I know. I got a cute little ribbon one.
Ta-da!
Jeanette, really quick, can we the people that were sworn in today, I think we just need to get a letter or something or an email, right?
So what I will do is I will just send them an email saying welcome, and
Yeah.
I've added you to the roster, and I usually send a list of the committees to say, let me know what committees you want to be on. But I also don't know if there's anything about the dues. I mean, have they been told that there are dues associated with being in that? Because that piece of the bylaws isn't quite written up yet. So I think we need to, there should be a process.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what you do, and here's what you do, and here's what you do. So.
Give us your money.
Maybe hopefully they'll go out in the letter. But just make sure that they get it so there's no confusion when we come back,
And then
So maybe you should include that in the letter about the dues.
Yeah, the dues, once with Roberts, once you approve your bylaws, they're approved.
yeah. When you get them added to the roster, can you send me the roster so I can add them to the website? That would be my cue to do that.
Okay.
Actually, it's
So
just,
Margie, did you want to
was
do a
3
letter,
people?
Margie? Kind of a welcome thing, and then I'll
Oh,
send.
okay. And you'll send
So
it. Okay.
So I know it was Matthew and Susan and Maggie. Was there a fourth?
So Maggie's already been on, so she's on the roster. Because she's been
Okay.
in for a while.
She just wasn't sworn. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'll update the website then.
And Bonnie,
Yeah, but-
I'll call you later because I definitely want to touch bases with you about the recall and stuff. So
Yeah, and
I'll
Bonnie,
call.
would you prefer Venmo or something where you don't get the credit card fees?
No. You can do it just directly to my campaign because my campaign is still in full swing.
Keep
Well,
it
no, I
clean.
know, but I mean, but if I donate online, then it's a credit card fee. Whereas if I send you money,
You can mail me a check.
okay, that's right. Yeah, you can only take so much. Yeah.
I think.
Hey,
I mean,
Margie. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Tom, if you do mail a check,
sec.
then if I am refunded, we can work that out, but
Okay.
anything is welcome, that is for sure.
No,
The more,
definitely
the
welcome.
more longer I can go to figure out how it's gonna go, but it's quite the adventure.
I'd just rather you get all of what I'm gonna give you instead of having some of it shaved off.
I see, thank you.
Okay. Are we done?
Hey, Margie.
Yeah. Hi.
Are you still there?
Hello?